5 stars. Haven't been here in a while. Let's go into my office, shall we? I gotta stop laughing creepily. Oh shoot. What's going on, guys? 5-star Keys here. Not Mr. Keys, 5 stars. And hold on. Today's topic of conversation. Love. Okay. Could have been worse. Hold on here. And I ain't finna cut nothing besides the 2 clips that I just had to cut because I stopped recording for a second. Let me see here. Will this work? You got you propped up on the Pacific Ocean. Okay. Oh no, I don't like this. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, this is cool. And it's kind of falling. Take a sip of my chamomile and 2 greens with lemon. Very hot. A little bit of honey and some sugar for sweetness on me. Anyway, 5-star Keys here. It's been a minute since I talked to y'all about like anything. It's been a minute since I've been on here. Hey guys. I hope y'all watched my TikTok that I posted. I think that was last night or the night before. But just pretty much saying that I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna be more active on my YouTubes because I haven't been posting at all. Not even on TikTok, no Instagrams. So yeah. But I'm gonna be coming back soon. I'm gonna try my best to fit it in with my life. Cause that's like the main reason I haven't been doing it. Cause like I've been trying to been doing other things here and there. I kind of fell off last week. My mental was like kind of dipped a bit, but going straight back up and staying up as it normally does until eventually it falls back down again because of my lack of something. But yeah. Today's topic I want to talk about love. All right. Love is a very, and I'm gonna be sipping my tea a lot because it's hot, and you don't want it to get cold. Love is a very sensitive topic. Love is a very misinterpreted and misunderstood concept. A lot of people, especially nowadays, people just really throw the word I love you around. Throw I love you, all this about love. But I don't feel like people really understand what love is. Is that a spider? The heck? Oh no, it's some dust. Is it? No, yeah, that's some dust. But a lot of people really don't understand what love is, especially in a romantic sense. In a platonic way too. A lot of people don't understand that you can like closely love your friends and stuff like that, and like have like now you can love somebody you just met. Not in a crazy romantic way. It might be a little weird saying it, like you walk up to somebody on the street and say I love you. But it also depends on other people's perspective on it. But love, it depends on the relationship you have with that person. Hey, get back down here. Your understanding on it and how you interpret it to people. Mainly people's understanding on it, they think it's just I mainly want to talk about it in a romantic way. In relationships, people will be like, love means like buying gifts for people all the time, or on their birthday, buying expensive crazy gifts either on their birthday, like only on special events, or either just buying them a bunch of little gifts here and there. And that is love, but it's like it's like that's just like barely scraping the surface, right? There's a much more deeper to love. And it is like love is like And it's like one of the main reasons people, I'm like really like prolonging the definition of it. It's really like I lost my train of yeah, I mean. It's really like love. I remember the yeah, I mean. Love is really like finding and seeing perfection that's the dryer. Um finding and seeing the perfection inside the imperfection of your lover or your significant other, the person you love, you say you claim you love the most. It's about sticking around. Of course, you stick around for even just friends, you love them. But it's also like sticking around through like even the hardest, the toughest times. It's truly about commitment, like serious. Like I'm on 10%, so I gotta make this fast. It's like you seriously, like say you really love somebody, you really want this to work, and I feel like most relationships these days, people just want the short term. Get back down here. People just want the short term relationships, the benefits to get out of it, the feeling of feeling loved and cared for. But that's not just what love is about in relationship. It's about being one with another. It's about having that serious, deep connection and commitment with each other. Understanding each other through thick and thin. There's no right and wrong between y'all. There is just understanding. I mean, I'm not gonna say there's no right and wrong, but when it comes to right and wrong with two people, it's about coming to agreement to a certain point between the right and wrong. It's about I forgot that one word called. It's like an agreement, but it starts with a C, I think. But it's just about understanding each other truly, and just being one with another. All right, there's so many relationships that don't work, especially with people that genuinely want it to work and last. It's because they don't understand how love works. They might think they have an idea of how it works, but love is truly about, it's not about finding the right person. It's not about if you're, staying up all night on the phone with them, making sure they feel special every day. Like, don't get me wrong, that that's what you gotta do. Not gotta, but it's it's a part of it. It comes with it. But the main thing is always being there for each other. Understanding each other even when times are rough. If you're right and she wrong, you gotta make sure that you gotta understand how each other feel. There's communication. People say communication is a key thing in relationships, but they really don't be taking that stuff into serious and understand how serious it is. It's a communication. Oh, tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel. Shoot. Hold on. Just let me cook. Like telling each other how you feel when something goes wrong, or you're having a disagreement, or talking about something they said or did that didn't make you feel good or positive, and you bring it up to them. Yeah, that's correct. That's right. But you gotta make sure that you completely understand. Like, you gotta make sure when you communicating, you gotta make sure you do it the right way. You can be communicating but do it the wrong way. Like, you can be like so you got girls. Oh, I didn't like what you said yesterday. It made me feel some type of way. My apology, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I said. It won't happen again. And then that's mostly that's just like the surface level, surface explanation of it. And there's people that this exact situation, and it's more deeper than what I just did. But that was just a light example. But it's deeper than that, and that's kind of how most like communication and talk goes. But it comes to a point where I won't do it again. People say they're not going to do it again. They say they're going to do better, but they don't ever change. They don't ever change about what they said, what they was not going to do no more. And it's just like, that's like the whole thing. People don't change. Change is important. It's going down that pipe right there. People don't change in relationships. Okay? Change and growth is the most important thing when it comes to love and relationships. And genuinely want to, spend their life with somebody. There comes a point where you have to sacrifice things, where you have to change things about yourself or change things about your family, maybe. Or they're feeling like there's going to be change no matter what, regardless of what happens. They say don't change yourself for somebody, or don't change yourself for love or relationships. But there's going to be a point in time where you're going to have to grow and change and adapt. If you genuinely want to be with each other and you genuinely care for that person, and both of y'all really want this to work, there's going to have to be change. Regardless of what it may be. Y'all could be the most, almost, there's really no couple that's perfect. Guarantee you're going to have to change something about you or them. 9 times out of 10, nope. 9 times out of 10, most likely it's with me. Both y'all have to change something. All right? Change is important. Don't mistake love for something. There's different levels to love. But when it comes to relationships, and you talking about you trying to spend your life with somebody, love cannot be taken as something so lightly and misunderstood. Love is not just, doing things for people. Love is showing up. Love is showing growth and change. When you mess up, that means, okay, I'm doing something wrong. I need to look back, reflect on what I did, and learn from it. See what I can do better to change that about me, or whatever I did, whatever I'm doing. Because if you don't change that happens again and again and again, and the other person, they not gonna want to deal with that. They not gonna want to, even if they not changing too, they got some stuff they need to work on. You not gonna want to deal with that. There's problems there could be problems on both sides, and that mostly the case. There could be problems on one side. There could be problems on both sides. That's why it's important to, if you really trying to lock in with somebody, have a serious conversation with somebody. I hope y'all don't take me as a joke and just take this thing I'm just trying to yap. I'm trying to be even if I'm saying stuff wrong, I apologize truly if I do sound like I'm just chatting. I'm really trying to be more serious though, because most relationships these days do not work out because nobody is willing to change. They could love this girl, they could love this dude with every bit of their heart, and there's things about them, they could be playing the game all day every day. Who's going to want to be with somebody that's on the game all day every day? Sure, you go to work, but you go home and hop straight on the game. Sure, you going to an event later, but first thing you wake up in the morning is hop on the game. Okay, so all you do is work and you chill at home, but you're not taking care of your hygiene. it's just like so many little things. It's little things. And that's mainly to like the people that's not changing. If you are the person with the person over here that's not trying to change, is your job, if you genuinely trying to y'all me, it's your job to put them in check. It don't matter how much you love a person. There is nothing that'll show how much you love somebody more than putting somebody through a reality check. That's like the main thing that people got to understand. So a lot of people be scared to tell their love. Oh, freak. There be a lot of people that be scared or afraid or just feel like their lover might not take it in a proper way. And if their lover may not take it in a proper way, that's something they gotta work on. That's something they gotta change. And it's the other person's job to put them in check. You have to hold people accountable for their actions. Okay? Accountability is an important thing. You have to be accountable for your actions. And sometimes when it comes to relationships, like I said, relationships are a two-person thing. You have to hold your partner accountable for what they're doing, for what they're not doing, for what they're changing, or for what they're not changing, and what they gotta change. Okay? If your man, if your girl, if your boo is sitting there stinking every day, she not brushing her teeth, she not doing her hair, he not taking showers, he not wiping his butt when he get up and after boo-booing, you gotta let him know. I feel like the last one, you shouldn't be messing with Buddy in the first place if he not wiping his butt after he boo-boo. But like, you have to hold them accountable. Babe, I need you to lock in. You need to wipe your butt after you boo-boo, because that's nasty. Okay? You need to wipe your butt after you boo-boo. All right? If you can't do that, this might not work out. Look, I want to be with you. I want to have a future with you. But you need to wipe your butt. You need to wipe your butt, twin. You got to grab the toilet paper and start digging in your butt, twin, and get the boo-boo out. Because every time you come out that bathroom after you doo-doo and boo-boo, you stink. And it's like that all day. There's crust in your drawers every time I wash your laundry. Okay? That's just an example. But hold your people accountable, okay? For relationships, don't misinterpret love for something as just on the bare minimum. It's way deeper than that. You must change. You must change and grow, okay? You must change and grow with each other, both of y'all. Even if one person might be perfect and the other partner might not be. This person, if you think you're perfect, you're not. Okay? Because there's things that your partner might not like about you, and he just might be too afraid to tell him. And that's where this person that's not perfect, and the person that believes they perfect, you gotta show accountability to them. All right? Don't misinterpret love. Change and grow with each other. Accountability. Hold them accountable. Okay? All right. I hope I gave a good explanation for that. I hope you guys got something out of it. I'm gonna try, like I said, I'm gonna try to be more consistent following months. So yeah. Remember, love cannot be misinterpreted for something so simple, because love is way deeper than that when it comes to relationships. Change with each other. You must grow. You must have growth within each other, okay? Because love is a two people thing. Love, relationships, it involves two people. It's never just one-sided. It's never one person doing something wrong, okay? It's always both of y'all, okay? And 3, accountability. no matter what, y'all in this together. Like I said with the second one, y'all are in this together. You must hold the other person accountable for their actions when they mess up, when they're not doing something right. If there's something, you gotta hold yourself accountable too. You may be messing up, man. There could be something that they don't like, and you might notice. They might not say it verbally, but they might be throwing hints or whatnot, and you gotta pick up on that. Or either you just know it's something that you know she would not mess with. Maybe she don't know about it, but or he, and you know it's something that your partner wouldn't mess with. So you gotta hold yourself accountable for that and change. Okay, that's it for that one. 5 stizzles.